Wallis Family Foundation is dedicated to ensuring that people with epilepsy are able to participate in all life's events by increasing public awareness and energizing science to find a cure. They hold an annual event called Bikes and Bugs, and money raised from that event is targeted at epilepsy research and public awareness. This past year, they had their best event and raised $81,000 for the Epilepsy Foundation. So the Epilepsy Foundation would like to thank you and honor the Wallis Family Foundation for their contribution to the Houston epilepsy community. We're grateful for the continued support, generosity, and dedication of the Wallis Family Foundation for those with epilepsy. I'd like to invite the founder and CEO of the Wallis Family Foundation, Mark Wallis. Come on up.
Let's get a marquee. Look at that.
Mark, on behalf of all people impacted by epilepsy and all of us in the Houston epilepsy community, we appreciate everything you've done, and we hope that you continue to do great things for people with epilepsy, and that we can fight and win on the cure side and on the public awareness side. We'll make more people aware of what's happening with people with epilepsy. So thanks for everything you've done.
It was very nice of them to provide a podium so that everyone can see me. I want to thank Donna. I want to thank Donna. I would like to thank Joe. I'd like to thank Amber for putting on this great event, and certainly the staff at the Texas Epilepsy, as well as the board for this wonderful honor. I had no idea when we started to do this some 7 years ago that we would wind up in a hall with so many people. And I wonder why I'm so surprised about that. Well, I'm not, because in order to do great things, you have to have help from a lot of others. And we've certainly had that with the Wallis Family Foundation, as well as Bikes and Bugs. I think there's one thing that we all have in common in this hall tonight, is that we all have hope. We hope that one day we will find a cure for this unkind and very despicable disease, epilepsy. Finding that cure, let me get my glasses. It's been said by someone, actually I know who said it. It was Tom Bodette. Does anyone know Tom Bodette? He does Motel 6. He's a great radio commentary, and he's a great author. But Tom Bodette said that there are three things that people need to be happy in life. One is someone to love. The second one is something to do. And the third one is to have something to hope for. I must be blessed. I have all three. I have someone to love. I have my bride, Vicky, of 45 years, that they say I cry easy. Actually, I cry when the laundry comes back. I have Vicky. I have my beautiful daughter, Jennifer. Wonderful son, Michael, that have produced 4 great-grandchildren. Jennifer has produced Emma, Grace, Matthew, Joseph. We'll talk more about Matthew, Joseph in a couple of minutes. And Michael has produced Stella, and Miss Maddie. So we have a lot to love. What about something to do? I've been engaged in work about the last 45 years, and I have something to do every day, so I've got number 2. And number 3, in this hall, like I said, we all have something in common. I have something to hope for, as you do, those involved in the awareness campaign and trying to find a cure for epilepsy. So I have hope for a cure for epilepsy. You must forgive me. Individuals can do great things, good things. It doesn't take many people to write a check to a charitable foundation, to bid on an auction item, to pass along a kind word, to give praise. So individuals can do those kind of things by themselves. But in order to do great things, you definitely need the help of others. You have to enlist others in your cause, or you will find that you will never get off the first base. The Wallis Family Foundation raises money for epilepsy, and that's a great thing. And as I've said, in order to do great things, you need to have the help of others. What I do with my family, I do with my friends. I certainly have help from the Texas Epilepsy Association. At my table tonight are some friends. One is Allison Bosch, which is Vicky's sister. There's Kay Wallace, which is my sister. I have Nando, which is my son-in-law, who married my daughter Jennifer. We have Shalimar, which married my son. So I have my family, I have my friends. At the table are friends, John and Cheryl, Dominic Mandola, and Chris Nelson, and we'll talk a little bit about that as well as we go forward. I'm often asked, well, why did you pick epilepsy? How did you pick epilepsy? Well, I didn't pick epilepsy. Epilepsy picked us. Matthew Joseph, my first grandchild, was diagnosed with epilepsy, febrile plus, at the age of 12 months. So it picked us. And after the crying stopped and the tears dried, we came together as a family to, this is the laundry coming back. We came together as a family to do something, to get involved, to keep hope alive. And we started the Wallis Family Foundation. And what we're trying to do there is raise money and keep hope alive that there will be a cure. And I believe that in the little brochure you have, it gives our mission. But it's very important that we ensure that people with epilepsy enjoy all of life's activities. And you do that by creating awareness, and you do that by energizing science and trying to find a cure. We talked about, it was mentioned that we do bikes and bugs, which is the way that we've come together with two wonderful guys that are sitting at my table to raise money. This year is Bikes and Bugs 5. We hope to raise $100,000 this year. Last year was 81, as was mentioned. Like I say, to do great things, you need the help of others. So on this journey of trying to do something great, I got together with Dominic Mandola, who is the owner of the Raging Cajun restaurants here in Houston. Dominique. And if you want good crawfish, well, you know where to go. He's got four locations, which we serve well. Another great friend of mine is Chris Nelson. Chris Nelson is a mortgage banker, and he is the president of Low Skies Riding Club. So if you look at Bikes and Bugs, Raging Cajun does bugs. So that's Dominic. And Los Guys does motorcycles, so that's bikes. That's bikes and bugs. This is going to be Bikes and Bugs 5, and we hope to raise $100,000, as I've said. The event's going to be April 29th, 2012. It's going to be at the Raging Cajun in Sugar Land, Texas. It starts at 10, ends at 10, and it's just 12 hours. Just jam-packed music, jam-packed fun, a lot of good food, and some Ark's root beer. For those of you. If anybody here has a saloon or a restaurant and they would like to get involved and raise money, you can come over to the table and we will give you a 15-minute little pitch on how to do that. It's very easy to do. Get the menu, get behind it, get involved, print some tickets, go give off raffle a picture, and I guarantee you can make about $7,000 at your first outing. And we'll be right there for the rest of the night to give you some advice on that. Yeah, again, Donna and the Epilepsy, Texas Epilepsy, I want to thank you for this honor. Like I said, I didn't think that I would be here 5 years later. And I want to thank all of you that have hope, that have come out here tonight and got involved to keep hope alive that will find a cure. I want to thank you all. Thank you.
Good job, Margie.
Okay, we're going to keep this short. We have about 7 auction items.